Escape from the
What is going on, Traded? My name is Chuck Butler, and you are tuning in to the weekly What the Uptrend, which is also the midweek recap, where we go over our previously discussed tickers on the last Stock Talk Sunday and what I decided to take a part in as a trade or what is trending up for the week. Alright, so let's get into it off the back. The first ticker I traded was ticker symbol TQQ right here. It is an ETF. It has a inverse SQQQ and the index is QQQ. Now, right now, as you can see, this one was the one I talked about on Stock Talk Sunday. That was my favorite one. As you can see, has this consistent ascending uptrend pattern. These white bubbles right here are the zones that it consolidates in, and right now it is in that consolidating zone. I believe it is from previous patterns. I got in yesterday at around 67.50. This bounce right here, as you can see the trend line that I drew. I got in at the bounce, and I sold this morning because it started trading below 66.50 right here. So I just went ahead and sold, and I didn't understand why it was selling off, but I should have looked back at the patterns and understood that it was going to take about 3 to 5 days for it to consolidate. So right now, today it trended back up very nicely, but it didn't hold above 650. So I would like to revisit this as soon as it can get above this resistance up here at 68.50. Let me go ahead and send my alert. My original plan to get in at 68.50, as you can see right here, which it obviously hit a resistance at. Call that out. Nice. Okay, let's go move over to ticker symbol WFT. This one we also talked about on Stock Talk Sunday. This was the low cap one. I did not really feel like getting into, but it did have a decent amount of margin to cover. As you can see, it is uptrending. It is trending above the 25-day EMA, as you can see that I have drawn right here. I am in this one currently, but as a option because I did not feel like risking about $1,000 on a $2 on swinging a $2 stock. That didn't sound right to me. So what I decided to do is get 2 contracts at the price of 9 cents for a total cost of $18. Now, 200 shares for $18, that sounds pretty cool to me if you ask me. So I'm in this run right now. I'm currently up 50%. It's not a lot. It's about yeah, let me go ahead and let me go ahead and tell you guys, not show you. I don't have the equipment yet to show you guys. I will though. I will. I bought in at 9 cents, and right now it is at 16 cents. My total return is 77%. 70, yeah, that's right, you heard it. 77%. So I'm up about $14 right now. As you can see, my plan was to get in at 240, which I did as an option. Get in at 240 and sell around 260, and look at that. It almost completed the pattern, just about 1% more, and it completed its pattern. Oh, I also called out Gush yesterday as soon as it broke the 32. As you can see, it broke the 32 and trended up to 32.50 and got rejected. So what I was predicting is a retrace back down to the support at 32 to confirm that it was the support, which it did, and it trended back up and hit the resistance again at 32.50. But as soon as it broke that, started to trend up. And then if you would have got in at the support at 32, which I did want to get into, but I was all in on TQQ and WTW, you would have made about 5.2% if you sold at the top for that day, which was, I didn't get in, but I like the call out that I made. So, booyah! As you can, or if you have been following, I have been focusing, or not. I've been focusing on analyzing day trading. Only 2 pairs of ETFs: DRIP, Gush, and JNUG and JDST. That is gold and gold, and oil. Yeah, my bad. I don't do natural gas because I do not. I just can't read that pattern. I just can't read the. I just can't read the patterns on that. It's just too haywire. Now this ticker symbol right here, SPN, was called out by a friend slash colleague yesterday. It is ticker symbol SPN. It has been trending up all week very nicely. As you can see, I have support drawn at around $8. I have resistance drawn around $10. As you can see right now, it is trending above the 25-day EMA. I would like to wait on a pullback if I were to take a position into this one because it is pretty overextended. It really hasn't had any red days this whole week, which it doesn't have to, but usually you want to see a red day as a pullback day, so it just doesn't break down from you out of nowhere. So right now it is hitting the resistance at 9:30, but I do like this ticker. I will follow up with it most likely within the week. Let's move on. This is another ticker symbol, ERI. This one was also called out by that same colleague slash friend. And as you can see, I really didn't like this one only because of the volume. Although I really like the chart pattern. As you can see from 48, there's a resistance. Here, let me go to the 1 hour. It's better there. As you can see, there is a resistance. Wait, let me back up. Was it ERI? ERI. Yeah, it should have been. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's small resistance here at 48, as you can see right here, and there's some resistance here at 49 right here and right here. Then there's also resistance at 50. Now from 47.42, let me go ahead and draw a trend line. From 47.42 to the highs of 50, it still has about 5.2% to cover, and it is trading above both EMAs, which is a pretty good sign to me. So if I were to take a position, I would want to get in on a pullback today. So there's that one. Then we have ticker symbol WTW. I did have this one on watch. I think it was this Stock Talk Sunday. It did get rejected around $71, and it traded back down to its point at 69, but it is back up, and I have my alert set at 73, and from 73, from the potential breakout at 73 to the resistance at there's a small resistance at 75, offers 2.83%. Then the next resistance at 77 offers 6.26%, and then the overall resistance I have drawn at 80. It offers 9.69%. So I would like to follow up with this one if it can get above $73. So as you can see, it's trending up nicely for the day, and I honestly like this one. Let's move on to the next ticker symbol FANG. This one was also called out and added to the watch list by that same colleague. He had some really nice call outs, and this was all yesterday. As you can see, it has a very horizontal pattern. I have identified support at 110 and overall resistance at 135. As you can see, the SMA right here, the 180 SMA, it could possibly act as a resistance around 125 here. So be careful if you do decide to partake in this trade. But it is trending above the 25-day EMA, and it's about to trend above the 55-day EMA. But I would also like to see a pullback on this one because it has had no real red days, only two big green candles on the 4-hour chart, which is good for confirmation for signs, not confirmation, for signs of an uptrend. But we want to see a pullback for that confirmation, a possible pullback to the EMA line at 117. And if you get in, or the one, my bad, I was 178. If you get in at 178 and sell at the possible resistance at 125, that offers 6.01%. If you wait and hold off and sell it at the overall resistance at 135, that offers 14.49%. I really also like this one as well. As you can see, I called out Gush. I believe that Gush is nearing a resistance at 36, or at the SMA at 37. And let's go ahead and go to its the ETF that it follows. It also follows the future /CL, but not too accurately. I like to look at XOP and SPSIOP when I trade Gush and Drip because they follow it almost to the T. As you can see, these two white bubbles are the buy and sell zones. I have identified support for XOP at 40 and resistance at 42. And as you can see, not only is it nearing, the candles are nearing the 42 resistance, but the SMA is also pointing at 42.04, which is near 42 as another possible resistance. So that's two different indicators that are telling me that the resistance is going to be 42. And the MACD is also looking like it's going to top over pretty soon. So what I'm looking for tomorrow is a possible play in Drip once it reaches its previous lows again at 6. Okay, let me go 5-minute, 5-day chart. Drip has a, let me go to the 1 hour chart, my bad. Gush has a really strong support at 620. The next support is at 6, and then the next support will be at 580. I would like to get in around 6, possibly tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, and sell at around 620 for 3.29% profit. And that's going to be my plan for trading oil tomorrow. And then for gold out of nowhere had a nice push up today. Let's go over to the future /GC, the gold future. The white zone, the white bubbles are the buy and sell zones. As you can see, I have support at 1,195, or support at 1,195. Let me go ahead and chase that into a blue line. I like to use the blue line to indicate support and the red line as resistance. And as you can see, this red line at 1205 was a previous resistance, but now, as you can see, as soon as it broke above that and it broke above this SMA, it just did nothing but pushed up. But as you can see, it's nearing the sell zone at 1215. So tomorrow I am looking for a push on JDST. So what we can look for tomorrow is a day trade on either Drip or JDST. Either one would be fine with me because they're both pretty oversold. Oh, dropped my mic right there. So yeah, that's gonna be all for this What the Uptrend segment on September 12th. Make sure you do your own due diligence before if you do decide to take a part in my own trades, or not my own trades, in the trades that I have discussed for today. And yeah, go ahead and have yourselves a wonderful green weekend, and comment below on what stocks that you see that are uptrending, so and we can possibly discuss them on how we could possibly trade them if they can confirm their uptrend. And don't forget to like and subscribe only if you found value in this video. Don't forget to tell your friends that are also beginning out in the stock market to check out the channel. So that's gonna be it. You guys have a nice week.